It's another day of adventure in Nepal. We're in Nagarkot. We're doing some trails we did yesterday to get the day started. And these were so fun. I'm really glad we're doing it again. The hardest of hard lefts. Woo. No kicking the trees. It's the dry season. I can't believe how much hotter it must get out here, because this is, whoa, our seasons in the northern hemisphere are very similar to Nepal. So we're like still in winter technically, and it gets hot. Got up this morning and saw the sunrise. Actually saw Mount Everest with my own two eyes. Pretty special thing. All right, this was the biggest surprise of the trip so far. The jungle staircase. We had some hikers coming up too last time. They were amazed. Oh, it's so cool. I was actually reading about the Everest Base Camp hike. I guess they call it a trek. 7 days, one way, 40 miles. It's like 8,000 feet of elevation gain. And then you're still only at 17,000 feet. And then Everest is another 10,000 feet up. Pretty cool. Pretty popular hike, I think. As daunting as that may be. Turn the impossible turn. Yikes! Oh, that's so amazing. Ooh, nasty. It's all good. Ooh. Yeah, so this is a big time international guided trip by Wandering Wheels. It is my favorite thing. Matt scouts them out. I go ride them and make videos. So cool. Check the links in the description if you actually want to know more, figure it out. Come out here and ride. We're around 6,400 feet right now. Not crazy elevation. Basically Lake Tahoe lake level. Still enough to get your heart pumping. We will be getting higher and higher as the trip goes on. These trips are always a battle. Today we're packing up. We're going to a different hotel. You got to remember what time we're going. Try to get some good sleep. I've been sleeping okay. Waking up in the middle of the night a little bit, but I've been feeling good. Drinking lots of Element, drinking lots of water, eating lots of snacks. Oh, this thing again. These pipes. Woo. One thing I find very interesting about all the third world developing nations that I've visited is the lack of cats. There's dogs everywhere. If you put down a chicken bone on the ground, some dog's gonna come around and get it for you. But cats are just like, we've seen one so far. I think they're very in hiding. Stray dogs do great. Cats struggle, I guess. This is our guide, Ohm. I still haven't got you to take out the dreadlock and swing it around on camera. Little bit of pedal to make us earn it. Whew. We had the Nepalese army out training yesterday, kind of slowed us down. We had to wait so we didn't get shot. Live fire exercise. It was pretty neat. I'm hearing a little bit right now too. We saw them doing their morning run with all their gear and their gun. Oh yeah. Oh. My tire got my butt on that one. One interesting thing about Nepal is that the highest denomination bill for cash is 1,000 Nepali rupees. which is basically a $7 bill US. And you know, for most things, most Nepalis, that's just fine. But it's also kind of crazy because, you know, people still buy iPhones here. And if you were buying an iPhone in cash, you're gonna need a lot of rupees. Everything from the States that's like an imported USA brand is the exact same price in US dollars.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah, what was this thing?
Very skitsy.
Get the sound effects going. Oh yeah. And you come down a little fast. Well done, Dan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, got the big compressions. Samir guiding us through. Yeah, those two trails definitely worth riding again. Oh yeah, this is where I followed Patrick down. He went through the...
That was hard.
Yeah.
Nice, buddy.
Yeah, that was sweet. Oh, wow, that's the starting point, huh? Evil. You could huck off of that. Not me, but you. Got to do the wheelie drop to finish out this one.
We had some hot days before we got into the high mountains, but it was no problem for me because I've always got the best electrolyte drink mix in the business in my bottle. It's Element, the fine sponsor of today's video. The Element mission is to restore health through hydration. When you don't have your electrolytes dialed in, you're gonna get cramps, headaches, brain fog, and weakness. You feel the difference when you get it right. It took me so long to find that perfect electrolyte drink that checked all the boxes for me. Tasted great, but didn't have a pound of sugar. Kept me fired up throughout a ride, but didn't have a bunch of caffeine to make me jittery. And most importantly, did not mess with my stomach or have a weird aftertaste. The Element thesis is out with sugar and in with salt. They believe that most people, especially people who get out and sweat a lot, need more salt in their diet, not less, to feel good and perform their best. The best part about Element for me is that it has the sodium, potassium, and magnesium to get me through a long day on the bike. The best part about Element for you is that it has a no questions asked refund policy. If you try it, I really think you're gonna like it. But if you don't, all you have to do is shoot them an email. They'll give you your money back. You give Element off to someone else. Maybe they'll fall in love with it. You are taking zero risk with your first taste of Element. So when you put in an order, make sure you use my link, drinkelement.com/BKXC. When you put in an order, any order, you're gonna get a free 8-pack sample pack, which is always nice because you wanna kind of taste all the flavors. They're changing things up all the time. There's always new flavors coming and going. Get that sample pack, figure out what you want for your next order. And then when you're really ready to level up, get into the Element sparkling water. Every flavor is fantastic. You can put these in the fridge, have them on ice, chilled out and ready to go for the hot days of summer. My biggest problem before I found Element, before I dialed in my electrolytes, was hours after a big day on the bike. I would start getting a splitting headache. And you're like, okay, I'm dehydrated. I just need more water. But more water did not always fix the problem. You don't have your electrolytes dialed in, you might be diluting with more water. And then you take some pill, some headache pill to mask the symptoms instead of actually getting at the root cause. So now, when I feel a headache coming on, I am right there with a full bottle of Element, and my success rate has been amazing. I am so glad I found out what makes my body tick and how to fix it. head on over to drinklmnt.com/BKXC and get your hydration dialed in right now.
Oh yeah, back on the shooting range trail. Yesterday we were in the old live fire exercises. Haven't heard anything yet. Oh yeah, this was the little more slippy leaf flow where every little turn can get you. Man, so much of this, I can let off the brakes and roll a little bit, but you got to be ready for that next turn. Ha! Ooh, like a little stick or something. Oh, there's that bug in my glasses. Get out. Oh yeah. Woo! All right, we've played the hits. Now it's time for a new one. Oh wow, this is different. It's a big drop. Go left. Very cool. Wow. Sporty. Nice. Keep it smooth. It ain't easy. Oh. Ha! Beautiful. Oh wow, Gavi plant over there. Ooh, I wanted to send that, but it was a weird little bomb hole. Ah, this reminds me of Oregon. Whoa! Was it Moon Point? Was that what the name of the trail was? I don't even know if that trail's still there anymore. It was just straight down.
Nice job, Ryan.
It's a lot to get out here for sure. The travel, the money, the time off of work, but it's pretty amazing when you can actually make it happen. That's what my videos are all about, whether it's Nepal or your backyard. Just hoping you're getting out and riding your bike. I get away from it sometimes. I go a couple weeks without just going for a ride for fun. Nice line, James. Got me through. That would have been a panic mode without him. Woohoo! Full DH run. Whoa. Ha. Ooh. Neat. He's going in. Wow. That was a nice little detour. It's probably about 85 degrees right now. Fahrenheit, of course. But it doesn't feel too bad. There's a little bit of a good breeze. We're not suffering away on the climbs too much. I welcome a little warmth. Oh yeah. My favorite style right there. Oh. Yep.
Out of line to the right.
no more. A little more green all of a sudden, huh? I guess, whoa, with all these black pipes spraying water. Yeah. So cool. Holy moly, we just had this big, massive 4x4 uplift, and I was feeling a little wonky before lunch, so the solution for me is always just down a bunch of element and a bunch of water. So I had like 3 liters in my bladder sloshing around, and we're going up these switchbacks. Oh man, I was fully jostled. I'm feeling great now after lunch though. Oh, very glad to feel good. Oh, tire slasher. Whoa, man, get going fast in there. Wow, so much colder on this side, crazy. Matt said this was all really nice single track a couple years ago, and then boom, all of a sudden there's a road. That does happen. That was exactly what happened on the trip to China, Tibet. You know, a lot of people get my trip to Tibet confused with Nepal. Every time people bring it up, they're like, oh yeah, when you were in Nepal. No, this is my first time. It was China, Tibet before. And that trip just had a lot, like Matt had done it the previous year, going along on a different trip, on a different person's guided trip. And then the year I came, he did it again, and he was like, oh man, this is crazy. Like, they turned so much of the single track we rode into roads, like within a year. Whoa. Oh yeah, nice section. Ooh, surfing through. Trying to find that perfect speed. Ooh yeah. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Ah, blinded. You. Dan spotted a pretty nice little orchid here growing in the tree.
How's that?
Beautiful. Wow, here we go. Little bamboo tunnel. Matt and Ohm, I think, came out here and brushed it out a little bit recently. Amazing. That was so sick. Oh, I can't let off the brakes at all. It's just so fast. Woo! Really cool. At least my brake pads are new from the bike being new. Woo. Oh, that tree. Oh, big rock. I'll let him go a little bit. Huh. Pisgah style. Woo. Matt warned us we're gonna get into some ditch stuff here. Keep her between the ditches. Oh yeah, good call. Full control. Whew. Bouncy. Wow. Literally just let off just the slightest amount and the speed gets out of control. Holy moly. This looks flat, but I'm flying. Ha! Whew. Yeah. Wring out the hands. Whew. Ah! Hey, that was nice in there. Soft. Ooh, yeah, DH bike. Recommended. Woo-hoo-hoo. Amazing. That was neat.
That's great, eh?
Once again, we got the opportunity to take on the mean streets of Kathmandu, and I stayed nice and safe in the shuttle vehicle back to the hotel to make sure that I can survive the next day and get the next video out for you all. Head on over to the Patreon if you want to support this channel directly. For $3 a month, you get the early and extended cuts. If not, I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the trail.